time for an overview on Dragon Shinobi. To get this class, I believe you must complete the quest line in this area, and farm for some tokens. It shouldn't be too hard though. Alternatively, you can farm the Black Friday variant during the month of November. For your enhancements, this is where things tend to get a little tricky. You can go Wizard to maximize your dot damage. You can go Luck to maximize from your guaranteed crit damage from Foresight. Or you can go Thief if you want to have extra survivability. In fact, you could also try Hybrid as well, but I haven't tested it myself. Anyway, you have quite a few options to choose from, so mix and match to see what fits you. If you have Awe or Forge however, then here are some suggestions. Your first rank 4 passive increases your endurance by 18% and dodge by 15%. Your second one increases your haste by 10% and your damage over time potency by 30%. Your rank 10 passive has a small chance of increasing your dot damage by 400% for 20 seconds. Just note that this rank 10 passive activates quite frequently, which is nice. Your auto attack is half a second quicker compared to normal ones, but in return, deals a bit less damage. Your second skill is called Shadow Kunai. You deal damage to one target, applying the effect onto them. This gives a dot to the enemy. Stacks 10 times, and lasts 8 seconds, if not restacked. You also apply Foresight to yourself. This makes your auto attacks critical hits for the next 5 seconds. Your third skill is called Chi Heal. You gain a massive heal over time that lasts for 4 seconds. Using this skill also increases your endurance by 50% for 14 seconds. Costs a lot of mana to use though. Also, I'm assuming you know how the 50% HP increase is calculated. If you don't, then let me know in the comments, and I'll reply back to you with an explanation. Your fourth skill is called Shadow Soul. Activating it will make you unable to attack or use any abilities. However, you will regain most of your mana, and gain 80% damage reduction. Lasts 5 seconds. Your fifth skill is called Flaming Dragon. You target one enemy and deal damage to them. You apply a stack of your second skill as well from your fifth ability, which makes stacking with this class faster and easier. You also apply Flaming Dragon onto the target, which is a separate damage over time, which does not stack, and lasts 15 seconds. On top of that, you also apply a guaranteed Spinning Dragon onto the opponent, which reduces their next attack to 0. When it comes to soloing, this class is quite nice. You basically use your 2 and 5 off cooldown. When you run out of mana, use your 4. When you need to heal, use your 3. That's basically it. However, for some situations, you may need to time your abilities, such as your fifth skill, so that Spinning Dragon can negate a huge attack from certain bosses. Also, I recommend that you use your 5 right after using your 4, that way, it will give you sustain, while keeping stacks active, and allowing your third skill to come off cooldown, if it isn't already. This class is not meant to deal high crits. It's supposed to chip away at your opponent's life, with its constant damage over times, while being able to sustain itself. Plus, since the rank 10 passive activates frequently, you will also be dealing good amounts of damage. Just don't rely on it too much though. With that being said, it cannot achieve max evasion, and will get knocked out by enemies that hit too hard. Don't farm with this. When it comes to supporting, all it can do is apply Spinning Dragon. Although a guaranteed Spinning Dragon is nice, there are better options out there to buff and debuff during the battle. Also, if you were in a voice chat with a couple of friends who also had Dragon Shinobi equipped, then technically, I guess you could try and chain Spinning Dragons onto the enemy to not get hit at all. But that would require some time and practice. Also, if you were to try and do that, I would probably tell you to go outside and touch some grass. Overall, Dragon Shinobi is a nice soloing class to use. Pair this up with an Arachnomancer, and you'll be a happy little chappy. With its sustain and constant damage, you will be able to clear most bosses as long as they don't deal high enough damage. The main key here though, is timing. Knowing when to wait and use your 5th skill, or when to heal, or when to use your 4th, all matter when the enemies get harder in difficulty. Plus with investments into easy-to-get forge enhancements, and cheap potions, you will be able to tackle harder bosses at a lower level that you previously couldn't by yourself. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.